Alright, hello and welcome back to Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. So we're just going to do a couple of quick things here. The first is we're going to hopefully scoot across here relatively unscathed. Could use ferry to get through here a little safer, but I'm trying to avoid wasting the magic that I'd have to use in order to do that. So we're going to go back into Kasuto, and you'll see that now that we have the cross, we're actually able to see these flying Moa enemies that previously had been invisible. Just going to go check in with this old guy down here, see what else he has to say to us now that we've found the town, or the hidden town. I can give you the most powerful magic. Alright. And he provides us with the Thunder spell. Thunder can be used in two primary ways. One is if you use it against generic enemies, it'll kill essentially anything on screen, which I will probably never use it for because it just uses too much magic. The other kind of main reason that you need it is for beating one of the final bosses of the game, where you essentially have to use that in order to be able to damage the boss. But we'll get to that next video. Now, in the meantime, I didn't want to do that. Let's just scoot right out of here. Now we actually have to go across a second bridge that is equally likely to kill me, seeing as it's essentially the exact same thing. And again, at least this time we only have to cross it once. Oh, thought I blocked him. Anyway. Alright, not too bad. So, now, hate these guys. Alright, so now we're going to come down here, and we're going to try to draw these guys in, so that this can be a passable tile, otherwise it would have to be a forced encounter. Now, I'll show you, there should be a, let's do this. Oh, come on. That was nonsense. Well, now you got to see a good example of why the Valley of Death is so obnoxious, and one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to have all of those extra lives kind of stored up for this part of the game. Because every encounter you're going to have here is going to have these pits, and it's very, very obnoxious. Good, so now that we have full health, we have this red potion here that is completely useless to me. But at least now we know it's here, and you can collect that if you need to refill your magic on the way. So we're going to... Oh, hey, that was nice. Unfortunately, you still have pits you could fall in. I don't know if I knew that you could get fairies here, so... Hopefully we got on the right screen. This is essentially the only... Oh, didn't even catch that guy. That's annoying. This is essentially the only area where you'll come across these blue Lizalfos that I'm not going to deal with. We're just going to... There we go. Here in the Valley of Death. Let's continue on. Good, so there was a forced encounter here that we managed to avoid. Oh. Really gotta start paying more attention to what I'm doing. Let's see if we can take this guy out before we have to move on. Once you get a bunch of them on screen like this together, that's when it really starts getting more difficult to deal with them. Alright, so. Kind of forgot I didn't have Reflect on. Alright. Yeah, absolutely hate the Valley of Death here. Now, this... yeah. Really wish I didn't have to keep getting the big ones. Yeah, let's just do this again. And then... Alright, let's go. It's going very poorly. So yeah, absolutely don't have to go over here, but there is a P bag if you want to get it. Just wanted to show you so you know it's there. And we're going to continue to try to avoid the force encounters because they are very obnoxious, so let's... Doesn't help if we mess up though. When you do get the areas with the kind of small enemy encounters, it's much easier to deal with than when you have the blue Lizalfos. They just cause a lot of difficulty in this area, but yeah, I didn't actually get up, so we gotta draw the enemy out again. It's alright. Better to miss and go early than too late. Don't want to have to deal with one of the big ones, the kind of Moblin, Ganon shadows. I was hoping it was going to register the small one, but no such luck. Let's do this again. And alright. Lucky, I just take those guys out. The other good thing is every time you kill, 6 of those guys. Oh, that was very, very poorly done. You should get a magic refill, and you've gotten to see a little bit of one of the easiest ways to deal with this, which is to use the spell. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't work on the Lizalfos, but it is cheap and does work on the Moas. I wonder what this direction is like. Exactly the same. Actually, way easier, because I don't have the pit behind that Lizalfo. Alright, well, at least we found a solution to that. Alright, let's go this way. Really? Come on. Alright. Carrying on. Yeah, I do try to be relatively careful going through here, because I just hate those kind of cheap pit deaths. Almost as much as I hate dealing with these guys in general. But using spell really helps a lot. Particularly for something with such a ridiculous name. Oops, kind of got trapped there. You can sort of do a slide across if you're moving at all laterally and kind of get stuck in that section there between the ceiling and the enemy. This is a nice little way to sneak past. Alright, let's go over here. And... Alright. Now, yeah, so we have forced encounter here. Let's just come in, use life, and then step out. And now we'll wait. It's alright. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do it. Helps if I actually remember that they're going to land on me after I cast it. And we'll just bounce right out. And that should bring us to this final cave, which is kind of a mirror of where we just came out of before. So, not a lot of unexpected things happening here. Except for that guy, I actually did forget about him. Let's do this. There we go. And now we have arrived at the Great Palace. I'm going to just cast life here. I'm going to end things here at the Great Palace. And when we come back, we will tackle the Great Palace, the final bosses of the game, and see if we can't save the sleeping Princess Zelda from her 1,000-year curse. But till then, see ya!